This is what the last 10 years of my life has looked like. I'm a modern-day American horse nomad. Welcome to Wintercamp. It's a 6-month break from 6 months of horseback travels. And here are the critters that make it all happen. I have a Kelpie named Morning, I got a pea shooter, Taka, and Sendai. Wintercamp is a 6-month break from 6 months of horseback travel. The only chores of winter are keeping the horses, myself, and the fire fed. Spring through fall, we travel through the seasons, wherever we want to, exploring our home, seeing what's out there. And every fall, I reach out to the local community wherever we happen to be in search for a winter camp. We don't need much, just a fenced paddock and a water source. I keep all of my electronics alive with the power of the sun. Now let me open my wet flap and invite you guys in. And of course, we take our shoes off at the door. It's impossible to keep the dirt down, especially with a dog. But in a teepee, we sweep it all under the rug. Around my bed, I have a variety of teepee rugs of otter, coyote, and buffalo. Next to the door is my fire tender seat, where I stack my wood. And beside that is my library, with good books, and on top is homemade medicine. And beside that is my altar, where I keep things set aside for a special purpose. I've also been known to guitar something sometimes. I make a lot of things in winter camp, like this elk backpack. Of course, my wood stove is what makes living in a teepee very comfortable. The panniers I pack my horses with are the shelving in my teepee. For the last 7 years, I've brushed my hair exclusively with a porcupine tail hairbrush. I also do a lot of beadwork, and it glows in the dark. I even personalize my items with glow-in-the-dark tape. Winter camp is the time that I tan a lot of hides. I got one I'm still working on, and then these two, they're ready for smoke. March is the last month of winter camp, and in April, we ride out. I pack my whole winter camp in totes and barrels, load it in my truck, and then park it in a safe place. But while I'm still in winter camp, I'm gonna make the most of it. And this winter, I made myself a fresh pair of buckskin pants. I prefer to make modern style clothes with the traditional art of brain tanning, bridging that gap between modern and primitive. And would you believe me if I told you I film and edit these videos myself? Once the dark sets in winter camp, it's time to start thinking about feeding myself. So first I feed the horses, cause they come first. And with the magical wonders of solar, I have light. I cook all my meals on my wood stove. It even has a top plate you can take off. Salmon for dinner. But there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. How my camp glows in the dark. You guys should subscribe. Subscribe please. Thank you.